So, in the beginning of this video, let me say practice and reference. That's a magic word that I always say to my students, but they don't understand. I mean, it's very close to your mind that you have to learn something, you have to practice a lot and use references. But many people are very much underestimating. I'm teaching people in an academy here in Bulgaria, and so they show me their work, and I say, okay, what references did you use for this? Because it's not good enough. And the guy said, I haven't used any references. But I told you to use references because you cannot do it without, it's impossible. To do a human head, for example, without references is not exactly a good idea. Even the best artists, they use references. The likeness artists, which are the best, they use a lot of references. So, you are better than them, you don't use references? What? How is that possible? Yeah, but I noticed that mostly the beginner artists don't use references. The senior artists and good artists, they always use references. That's absolutely true. And, that makes me sad. That's pretty sad. Everybody should use references. Everybody should know to use them. When I was young, I was using references rarely. Because I was stupid again. So I'm trying to kind of keep the people away from my mistakes. I wasn't using too much references, but I knew that when I use reference, I learn a lot and learn the most, but I still wasn't using that much references, which is amazing, I know. But people tend to do that. That's pretty obvious. I will just use, E, and go like this. Yeah, something like that will be fine. So, my advice to you is always use references. If you're doing some kind of a creature, for example, let's say a creature, and you will say, but how do I find references for dragons? There are a lot of very nice dragons made in ArtStation or whatever from other people. You can always get ideas from that. You will just have to put on a reference sheet like this one. This one is my reference sheet for female warrior or something. So I have female bodies, I have excuse me, I have a skeleton, I have some sexy, and many of those things are from other artists, because I see they have done a great job, better than mine, maybe even, to make the sexy body or face also for a character. So I'm learning from them, I'm trying to study them, I'm trying to see what they have done to make it look more sexy, more nice, and stuff like this. All the things that are necessary for a female character. Because we always need the female character to be sexy. Yeah, I know it's sexist, maybe. But since it's true, it's alright. I will apply the mirror modifier and continue without mirror, because after we go down a little bit here, we don't need the mirror. Yeah, it's no needed. It's not needed. The mirror on the wall. Okay. I think this is fine. This will bake pretty well. How many polygons? This could be a lot of polygons at some point, but we'll see. Yeah, but I have to do it, I have to do it because this is protruding too much, and we have to kind of do it with polygons. We cannot just leave it. And probably this one here, we will do something about it, we'll see. Scale. And scale. Move it here. Okay, I can scale this, move it here. Why am I doing this, you will ask? I have no idea. No, I have. Because this will be a separate mesh. This I will do as a separate mesh. And let's do it. Because I told you this will be animatable. This particular mesh. So I'll have to put the polygons around. So it's animatable. It will be completely a squarish kind of mesh. Because I really don't want to put a lot of polygons in here. This would be a waste of polygons, really. We have to be careful with that. And we may waste some polygons somewhere. I'm not completely saying that I'm very best of making low poly meshes without wasting any polygons, and every polygon is in exactly the right place. No. Basically, no. But I'm saying that I'm trying to make it not so, polygonal, not so many polygons to put. This I don't like. Okay, so I will make like this. Okay, and here F, here. Hopefully this will be good. Of course it will not, because yeah, but we'll see. Everything is debatable here. We can add a mirror modifier, by the way. Mirror. And then, of course, no, not to add the mirror. We have to press L to select only this and separate selection. Then we have to select it and then add mirror modifier. And we have to kind of make sure that the mirror is on this mesh. So we can try like this. And it kind of is okay. Yeah, I selected the mirror object and it's fine. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But in this case it worked, which is good. Yeah, sometimes we don't know what works or not. It's a little bit complicated. And I'm not sure why it doesn't kind of go into the surface as it should be. But we'll see. So, references. That's my main idea. Use references because you will not do the things as you may want to do them. I mean, you will do something and it will be 80% of what you can really do. And if you use a lot of references and the right references, because also references are, you can find a reference for pants, for example, you say, and you make them kind of close to the reference, because you probably will not be making it exactly as the reference. Because I'm saying pants because they are kind of difficult to make. But you will find reference for the pants. You will try to make the pants. And when people are saying, but those folds on your clothes, on the pants, doesn't look very real. Yeah, but I use this reference. And this reference is bad. So you have to find references that also look good. Not only, these pants are real, so they're probably okay. No, they're not. You have to find references which looks good. Not just some reference. And that's my advice for you. And then my other advice is learn how to retopologize, but make sure you don't ever retopologize, which will be good for you. I haven't made this thing. Yeah. But I knew a guy who was so good in sculpting that he found a job in the game industry, and he managed to talk his way inside the company. So he's a character artist, but he said that he will not make low polys. So other people should make his low polys. So they took him with a good salary and they hired a special guy for not much money to make his low polys. That was, you know, and that's not bad because he has skill, which he has developed. He has proven himself. He was working for the Hollywood industry and everything. So he had proven himself to be a very good asset for any game company or whatever company. I mean, any company that's making 3D characters at some point. He is a good asset because, and also for the marketing of this company, he's also a good asset because they can say, we have this guy. He is with us. He's working for us. And the others will say, wow, we have this guy. Impressive. He was even working 3 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, yeah, good deal. Yes, I know, good deal. But not everybody can do it. If you can do it, it's amazing. If you cannot do it, you will be like rest of us. You will be a normal 3D artist who has to do low polys. But if you are very good in your work, he particularly was good in anatomy, pretty good, but his best skill is creating creatures and kind of concepting in 3D. He was very fast. He is still. I wouldn't say his name because I said too much about him, and he will not be happy because he's of those guys that doesn't like too much publicity. But he knows his price, obviously. And he made sure that everybody knows his price. By the way, I will use this that I just made here, and I will do this. I'll press 3, select Ctrl plus, and then Shift D and get it out. Separate selection. I have something in my... Okay, and then I will take it, because we're not gonna take it. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, I moved it. I will Control Z a couple of times because it was with this. Okay, now Control plus, Shift D, move without snap. Without snap will be better. Then right click, separate selection. Then select something else, select it. Then press A, G move, and place it over the rivets. This will be our rivet. It's not too much polygons. What's happening here? Oh, okay. It's not too much polygons. It's 14 polygons, which means that even if we put like 10 of them, and probably there will be around 10, maybe even more, it will be 140 polygons. But the main idea is that they will do a great job to kind of make those rivets nice. Make the rivets great again. They will do this job. No, otherwise those rivets will not bake correctly. That's my main idea here. That's why I will just do them by hand, the low poly. Just will put them onto the rivets themselves. And you will say, but why are you making such an effort, all this effort to do this? Because I think it will be for the best. And I have experience, so probably I made an educated guess, we may say. So yeah, and of course, if you continue watching this series, as you should, or not, it's your choice, of course. I like democracy, by the way. That's why I'm not exactly for this Russian thing that's going on, and Belarusian, and some others in the world. I like democracy, I like freedom of speech, and freedom of choosing. So if you want to choose to not watch this series, I'm completely okay, because that's democracy and I like it. I love it, even. You know, I don't know if you know, I don't know if you know, but I lived in communist times a little bit. Until I was 8 years old, I was living under the communist rule. And then came the 1989, of course, when the communists fell. But they don't fail everywhere, of course. You see North Korea, and also now we see a similar kind of thing in China, but not exactly. It's not the same. But we see Russia, which is ultra corrupted and, you know, problematic things. And freedom of speech is very close to zero, probably less than zero nowadays. Since everybody who speaks lies, and they can say that everything is lies. It depends how they translate that. Everybody who lies on the media or something can go to the prison for 15 years. So nobody wanna do that. So freedom of speech, meh. Maybe I have to stop talking about politics. But these days it's too much of a theme to get rid of that easy. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. This is just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Okay, I pressed E, which was not good. So now press G, which will be better. And continue putting them. Of course, I can, for example, put some in the right place and then mirror them to the other side. But sometimes we just do it the hard way. Because it's more relaxing. I don't have to think that much. I just have to do it. I just have to work. So sometimes we do it the hard way because we just wanna do the work. It's not a very big issue to do the work itself. Sometimes it's bigger issue to think and to do it the more kind of a optimal way. That's why I'm doing it the hard way now. But it's alright. And since I have started doing it, I haven't had plans to start it before I finish everything else on this weapon. But since I have started, I will do it. You know, it's nice to do different things, to do this and then this and this. Next, I will have to, after I finish the front part of the weapon, I'm always saying the weapon because I don't know how to call it exactly. But when I finish the front part, I will concentrate probably on the pipes, because they will be a little bit problematic. I can do them in two ways. I can do them the same way I did the high poly pipes. I can use also the high poly, the low poly of the high poly pipes, and just remove some edges, some polygons. That's also a possibility. We can try it. We will see that if it works. But we'll see. What else? So I told you about the war, I told you about the politics, I told you about the references. Let's talk about love again. No. We already talked about love. Love is very nice, very cool, and it hurts a lot when it finishes. That's my opinion of love. Otherwise, it's great. When I was in love, I was flying. I was feeling that I fly. And since I was in love with one girl, not every girl, when I see another pretty girl, for example, I wasn't feeling anything. I mean, you know, when you see a pretty girl, you say, oh, how pretty girl. But that's it. Nothing. I mean, I was so focused to just this one girl where I was in love with. So, and I don't think I felt that again after the first love, because I told you I clothed myself, and that was that. Which is probably pity, but also saved me from a lot of trouble, a lot of suffering. I have to put my snapping on because it was off while I was putting those rivets into position. Now it's on, we can continue. Oops, no, F here. F here. Many people are asking me about when will start your next course, to do your next course. Probably by the time you are watching this, I have already started it, because when I'm recording this now, and it will be out in a month or so. So I probably have started already. I have finished this character. It probably will not be in the game, because they need time to put it in the game. They need animations and particles and everything to do. But my work will be done, and I will start doing the course. Because, you know, it turns out that I like to record. I like to make videos, and if I stop for a month or so, I'm not very happy. I'm not feeling nice. I feel that I have to continue. I have a lot of knowledge that I have to share with people. I have a lot of experience too. So yeah. By the way, don't underestimate the young artists who are making tutorials or something. They can give you something that I probably cannot give, which is the perspective of the young artist who just learned some things, which I probably don't have anymore, sadly. Or not. I'm not sure it's exactly sadly. But we didn't do this thing here on the high poly. Okay, let's do this. So we have to apply the mirror modifier on the high poly now. Let's do this. We go to object mode, apply the mirror modifier, and you see how we can very easily go and modify. It's not a big issue for us. So I'll press K to move this here, enter, and let me see how big it should be. Okay, from this area to up around here, which is okay. I will again probably move this. It will be easier. GG, go down. GG, BG. Now I will take this and this, and then extrude, just extrude. It's very easy. And then I will just move this here, and it's almost working. It's not working. But let's remove the snap, because it will give us only pain and suffering. No, most likely not exactly pain and suffering, but the snap in this case will be not good. Snap is useful at many cases, in this case, not. And here I'm wondering, will I... okay, I will apply the solidify modifier now. Thank you, solidify modifier. You are very kind and very good. And now I will go here, select this edge, but this edge and this, and Shift E and go back to make it like this. So crease at minus, and it will be fine. I think it's fine. I'll do this. And yes. So I don't know if some of you noticed that I haven't done this. But if you do, great job. If you haven't noticed that, then you're like me. You didn't notice, which is completely fine. Then I will do this. I will go to this thing here, this upper part here, press L to select it, Shift D, and then move it. And then I will just... no, I will not separate it even. I don't need to do it. Oops, what is this? I pressed E, not good. So I will rotate it and try to put it in position manually. Pretty nice. I just wanted this pipe to go inside, but not just go inside, but have something to kind of more pretty, more interesting. I'm scaling it, I'm putting it here. You see that not everything is very in order. You have to just do some random things sometimes. Just a little bit. This doesn't look exactly as I'm imagining it, but something like that. Let's go to object mode and see. Yes, okay. I will consider this done. And let's go again to our retopology and continue working on it. Our retopology is the most important thing now. Not the love, not the pain, not the war, for us. But I don't imagine to have to flee my own country, which probably in a war you should do, because this is not your war. This is a war of the big countries, and they are proxying their wars in your backyard. For example, now in Ukraine, Russia and Putin is not happy with the government of Ukraine, which is pro-American and pro-Europe government, so he's making a war. And that's always the case. When somebody is not happy of something, they make a war. Oh. But that war doesn't kind of concern me as a normal guy who wants to make courses and teach people, to give his knowledge to the public. I'm basically giving it. Yeah, I'm selling courses, of course, but I'm giving you this knowledge of this character, which is pretty good for absolutely free. And of course, it's not free for me. It's a good advertisement, let's say, for my courses and for everything, to people to be able to see what I'm doing, right? Without paying, just to see, and then they can say, okay, I like how this guy explains, I like how this guy is working, I like his politic views, I like his that he was a virgin until 21 years old, and I like all those things about him, so I will buy his courses. I will support him. I will support guys like this, who are virgin for a long time. What? Good. Now, I don't know how to proceed in here, but if I don't know how to proceed, I just go someplace else and proceed there, and it will kinda do itself, we may say. This is a complicated thing in here, as you probably can see. That's why it will be a little bit difficult to do, but it will be fine, we'll do it. This is not good, I don't like it. I will move this, or at least I will try to move this here, and then we'll make F in here, F in here, F in there, F everywhere. Yeah. So this, I make it a lot of polygons, but those pipes will be probably 6 sides, no more. And I made it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a lot. So I'm not sure that this will work, but we'll see. Yeah, this weapon will be a little bit more complicated than I have imagined. And it will take a few more polygons, but in this case I will say, sorry guys, but you gave me this concept. You wanted to do this. It's very nice, it looks very cool, but it takes polygons to make. So, yeah. If you want the weapon to be far less polygons, you will make it more simple. But I would not prefer it to be more simple, because I like when the things are nice. I like. Even if I have to do more job, but if it's for the right cause, and in this case I think it's the right cause, I think it looks fine. Then I'm ready to do it. I have no issues with that. Okay. Yeah, I'm retopologizing a lot here. A lot. And it turns out now this is 300 and something polygons. So the whole weapon will be around 1500, maybe even more triangles. Which is one of the kind of the most triangulated weapons. The more dense weapons that I have done ever in this game. But most of the weapons, the other weapons, are pretty small. This is pretty big weapon, and it should take more polygons. The bigger something it is in game, the more polygons it should be consistent of, because the details and everything, you should be able to do it. So we don't have any choice. And when I say any, I mean any. Okay, what? No. Let's do this, And then maybe I will spread it a little bit, it will be more easy. Then I will go here, F. And this will be a little bit of a mess in here, we'll see how it goes. Let's go here. And let's try to go down this area. I'm not completely fond of this, exactly how this happened, but if I go here and press J, I think it's fine. Should be. But I like how you people are watching this series and wanting to learn something, and hopefully I am bringing you the knowledge you kind of deserve and expect, because, you know, this series has not many views. Every other video that I posted this year, now in YouTube I have posted video number 9, so episode 9 I posted, and it has very few views. I mean, it's very... So it's not about the views. It's not about the views. It's about... And I also have a use of this series, by the way, because when I do my next course, for example, in Blender, and people will say, but why did you do just the high poly? We want to see the low poly making. I will say, go to YouTube and watch this series, and you will see how you can make the low poly, basically. That will be nice, right? Free in YouTube, you can see how you make a low poly. Maybe people, by the way, they want to see how can they make a low poly of a certain character, not just any character. But sometimes you have to, you know, you have to take what you can take. This is fine. This will bake pretty nicely. Here we need a little bit of a cylinder to put, but we will put it later. It's not a big deal. Now I will go like this. And here, yeah, we have to go in with F. How much time do we have? We have like 15 more minutes. So we are fine. Sometimes when I'm a little bit tired of recording or something else I have done, I like to make the videos a little bit less. I mean, not 50 minutes, but less. But it's normal. I'm not a robot. Sometimes I need to rest. And since there will be no direct financial benefit for me from this series, I can do it a little bit slower. But also, I have to do this character, and they're starting to kind of push me a little bit. And what's happening with the character? Are you done with the character? What's happening? And I say, yeah, but I have to record it. And I'm a little bit sick, and my daughter is a little bit sick. They understand. That's normal. They know that we're doing it also for the publicity of the game. I have like, while you're watching this video, probably more than 40,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and this is a little bit of publicity for the game itself also, so it's fine. I told you that this game is a little bit addictive. Ooh, I haven't played it today. I have to check out what's today's what are today's quest. Every day we have a different quest to do, and it's nice because you have rewards, and with these rewards you can become better and better and stuff. It's normal. I mean, normal games. All games are like this these days. This is not exactly perfect here, but I don't want to think about it. I mean, it will not be probably super visible, or no, it will be visible. Yeah, this is too much away from the actual... okay. I will do something here, press K, and just drag here, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, probably I will move this to here. Move this a little bit like this. And this I will connect. And maybe I will move it a little bit more backward. No, it will stay there. But this thing here, we should move inward like this. All right, now we're talking. This is looking great. Ah, but why is this like this? Probably this is just the high poly. Sometimes the high poly is not the best quality ever, but we have to deal with the consequences, let's say. Okay, we have a lot of polygons here. Almost 500,000 already. Can you say 500,000? It seems like you can't. I haven't seen this used. Or haven't... Yeah, I haven't seen this being used. 500,000. Well, it sounds nice. 500. And I like how Americans use hundreds, like 1500. In my language, you cannot say that. It's just not a word. I mean, 1500 is not a word in my language, but in America, it's 1500 or 1300 even. They mostly are about the teen hundred. Some teen hundred. But it's nice. It took me a little bit to get used to this when they say it in the movies or the shows I watched. I don't watch so much shows anymore. Unfortunately. Don't have kind of the time and the will to watch them. I just want to work and kind of give attention to my family. That's it. When you have families, the things are different. I don't play that much games anymore, although I play our game, of course, but I also played this game which comes with PlayStation 5, Astro. It's pretty much fun. I like to play some more games like that. It reminds me of my childhood with the Mario and the other similar games. It's just very relaxing and fun. No blood, no violence. A very cool game. Okay. What do we do now? Let's press F here. And then we continue. Like this. And this will be kind of done. Yeah, we have a little bit more work in here. But it's basically almost done. Basically almost done is a very nice way to say it. Okay. Let's see this from here. Press F, move it like this. And here we'll make a triangle. Then we'll move like this and we'll connect these guys here. Nice. I will connect those, connect this. And here I will have to connect them. And then like this. And it'll be almost over. Great. Here we have a problem, but I will just extrude this and then merge a center and then put it like this. And sometimes we have to do this kind of a hacks just to cover it with polygons. We don't care that much. We have to cover with polygons. That's our goal. Hopefully I'm covering this well with polygons, because when we bake, everything will be visible how it works. Okay, this again here, press G, move it here, and this area, extrude 1 M at center, G, put it here. Amazing, I know. Wow, we made it. We made it. Now let's make these pipes here. How to make them? It will be very difficult and painful process, but we have to do it. Let's go to our object mode and insert a mesh, which is a cylinder, which is, let's say, 6 sides. Let's see how it looks with 6 sides. I think it should be okay with 6 sides. This pipes here. Yeah, it will be 6. And I'm making it small, but no. First I have to press tab and then make it small and then put it right where it should be, around this area, and we'll make the pipes. This pipe here and the bigger one, the bigger thing, or tank or whatever, it will be more polygons. It will be maybe 12. Or this is 6, maybe this could be 9 or something. It should be a little bit more. Not too much more though. Because it's still thinner than this big guy, which is 12, I think. Alright. Let's see if we put it like this. And by the way, I will try something here. I'm not sure it will work. But from the side view, I will just try like this. Okay, we can make it like this. I will rotate this at 90 degrees, 90, and then put it here, exactly here, in this position. Okay, and now I'll have to Control R, and this guy to put it here. And I can start kind of putting it in position, but I need one more loop, so I will Control B, this one, and I will make it like this. And now I can go to this mode and start working on it. Yeah, if I press G like this, no. We can use the, the snapping feature, but only on the edges that are close to us. Otherwise, it will be problematic. Yeah, I'm just using snapping. Of course, this could turn out to be a lot of polygons, as you can see. But whatever. Let me just make it this material so we can see it better. And then we can continue working on that. Obviously, I am concentrated here, since I want to make it as good as possible. And that's why I'm not talking exactly too much. But this guy, we can select it. And then without this, I can scale it just to fit. So I will press S, make it smaller, move it down. And this we have to increase. And yeah, this could be difficult here. It will not happen very nicely. But it will happen. This I will have to, by the way, I will just extrude this. I will not make this kind of thing here. I'll just extrude it outward like this. Then move it into position. And then extrude it again. Then rotate it and move it into position. And stuff like this. It's not gonna be super exact, but it should be okay. Extrude it again. Rotate it. Move it. Stuff like that. Hopefully, I will just copy this to the lower part of this tube or pipe, whatever you can call it. I'm moving here. I can go with my inflate brush, for example. I can inflate a few things and see what's happening. But this is a little bit annoying to do. Though again, we have to do it. It's just a question of not if you want to do it, but you have to do it. Yes. It's kind of good. I'll have to move those points exactly in the place that I think it will be nice for them to be. Not easy at all. Now, I will have to extrude here, and then from here, oops, I'll move this and make it probably a little bit smaller, but yeah, around this size here. Rotate. So this is fine. And then from here, I will extrude it again and make it bigger. And I will finish here. From here on, it will be the bigger cylinder. but we'll have to see what happens with it. In this area, let's see. Yeah, in this area, we'll just extrude down and make this bigger, scale it, and then I will Control plus and move it up. And make it even bigger, like this. And then position it correctly. This should be relatively fine. Yeah, I can select this, the lower part again, and just move it down. So it goes inside. But this looks promising. Of course, I will end this video here because I'm a little bit tired of, putting those polygons. We'll continue with this, and probably in the next video we have to finish this. But I'm not sure if we'll be able to, but since this is a pretty complicated weapon, let's say, with a lot of things, it will be hard. Let's see, by the way, and see how much polygons we have there. 3 million. No, because I have selected something else. Here I want this. I think this is it, yes. This, okay, and this, and this, and 1000. Okay, probably will not be able to do it with 500 more, because we have some other things to do. We have this pipe to do, this pipe, and this thing here, and this thing here. We have a lot of things to do, so maybe it will not be possible with only, so maybe 2000 polygons of the weapon. So 9 plus 2, it's 11 for the whole thing, which I think 11 for the whole thing is pretty good. Even 12 will be fine, so we're not in the wrong position. I will press plus, save as, video 33, over. Bye.